Okay, so the Camon 19s were released just 2 days ago in New York. So now we know basically everything about these devices. I should also be getting my hands on them as soon as they become available in Nigeria. So you should definitely subscribe so you don't miss that. Now, there were 4 devices released: the Camon 19, Camon 19 Neo, Camon 19 Pro 4G, and the Camon 19 Pro 5G. Droid Africa made a wonderful article on the Camon 19s. So in case you want to read that, I've linked it down in the description below. We're going to start with the regular Camon 19s. This is the design that they went with. It's kind of similar to the Spark 9 series, and I did mention that in my video. We've got that dual camera rings with 3 cameras in them. Design is kind of different because of the pattern finish on the Camon 19. But yeah, all of the Camon 19s have basically this same look in terms of the camera rings. But yeah, they're kind of different in terms of patterns and colors. Yeah, so the Camon 19 has a 6.8-inch display. Also, all the Camon 19s have a 6.8-inch display. It's a 1080p LCD display. I'm guessing it's a 60Hz display, but I will confirm that a bit later. Internally, it does come with the Helio G85 chipset and the Mali G52 GPU. It also comes with 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM and also Android 12. G85, that's definitely different from the Camon 18, which is the G88. It's slightly better in gaming, but really it's identical. For the cameras, it's a 64 megapixel main sensor, and we've got a 2 megapixel depth and AI camera. The 64 megapixel camera is definitely an upgrade from the Camon 18, which I think had 48 megapixels. So technically it's an upgrade, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. It also has a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Now for battery, it comes with a 5000 mAh battery and supports 18 watt fast charging. Now the Neo shares a lot of features with the regular 19, but there are some differences. Design is basically identical, but there are some different colors. It also comes with the same 1080p LCD display, also with the same processor in the Helio G85. But its base model comes with 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage, I believe. Another difference is in the cameras. Now, the main sensor is a 48 megapixel shooter, so less than the Camon 19, but the selfie camera is 32 megapixels, so higher than the Camon 19. I don't know why they did that. Now, they both shoot video in 1080p, both with the rear and front-facing camera. And the Neo still has a 5000 mAh battery and 18 watt fast charging. So some trade-offs there. So those are the similarities and differences really. The Neo costs about $200, which should be about 100K, but Tecno did say that prices will vary depending on region, so let's see. The Camon 19 Pro 4G, that is different, very different actually. This comes with a special Mondrian color, which is set to change color depending on how the light hits it. Again, can't wait to test that out. Make sure you subscribe. But yeah, aside the colors and finishes, they all look kind of the same with the camera arrangement and dimensions as well. But the display is different. Now, it's still the same 1080p LCD display, but we've now got 120Hz refresh rate. That's great. CPU-wise, it comes with the Helio G96 chipset and the Mali G57 GPU. It also comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and up to 256 gigabytes of storage. Now the G96 is the same that we had in the Camon 18 Premier, so it sucks a little bit that we didn't get an upgrade, but the G96 is actually pretty good. For cameras, we've got a better setup actually, a 64 megapixel main, a 50 megapixel portrait with 2x optical zoom, and a 2 megapixel AI sensor. That sounds super interesting. The front camera is 32 megapixels. Battery is 5000 mAh and we've got 33 watt fast charging, so definitely higher than the 18 watts we had on the Camon 19 Neo and Camon 19. It costs roughly $280. I'm not sure exactly what it would cost in Nigeria, but my guess is just under 200K. I definitely want to hear your thoughts down in the comments, so make sure to leave a comment. And lastly, the Camon 19 Pro 5G. Same look really, same display as well, with a 120Hz refresh rate. It's a 5G phone, so it does come with a 5G chipset. That's the Dimensity 810 chip, which technically means that the Povo 5G has the most powerful chipset in any Tecno smartphone so far. Interesting. Same RAM and storage as on the 19 Pro 4G, also Android 12 and iOS 8.6. We've got a 64 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel depth and AI sensor. So yeah, the 19 Pro 4G has the best camera setup. We've also got a 16 megapixel selfie camera, which again is less than the 32 on the 4G. For battery, it's 5000 milliamp hours and supports 33 watt fast charging. It goes for about $320, so my guess is a bit over 200k. But yeah, Tecno says pricing would vary depending on region, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'll say the most exciting of the bunch is definitely the Camon 19 Pro 4G and its 64 megapixel main camera, which is actually the first 64 megapixel RGBW sensor. They actually worked along with Samsung for this one. It's had to help with better night photography, so I can't wait to test that out. And yeah, we've also got the 50 megapixel shooter with 2x optical zoom for portrait shots. So I guess this is supposed to be like world-class portrait shots on here. So again, can't wait to test it out. And yeah, they should be launched in Nigeria in the month of June, so it could be released any day now. But as soon as they come out, I would definitely get my hands on them and make a video for you guys. So if there's anything particular that you want to see in the review,